introduction, and hello everyone. And I see that there are some people still joining. It's okay. And how many of you are hackers? Okay, if there is someone who is a hacker or who was a great liar, I would love to know them. You can just ping it on the chat. A liar, or I think everybody has done something like stealing money from someone's pocket, like father's pockets, or just getting into the locker and trying to get the money, or stealing even the ice cream from the fridge or refrigerator, right? So if you have done that, you can please ping on the chat and it will be beautiful so that we know each other better. And I'm not here trying to hack you. Like, what's your favorite ice cream? Then you say something here, and then I'm like, oh, that's a security question, right? And what am I good at? Oh, I'm good at stealing. That can be your security question. And no security question is a good security question, correct? What is your pet's name? Can that be a security question? Hell no. Because you take your dog for a walk and you are calling the dog by its name. And everybody knows that. What is your dog's name? What's your pet's name? So security questions, they're all the bad ones. And some people ask that, what is your ATM PIN number? That's not good for the company to ask that. A PIN number, 4 digits or 6 digits, you can brute force it. You can try with different combination. And what people sometimes do is setting the PIN number as 1234 because it's easier. And sometimes they use 4321 because that's how the brain thinks and it's easier to remember, correct? Or else you get your date of birth. You never know, right? So what I'm going to do today is it's a fun session, entertainment, all right? So that you understand what all can happen with the hacking. And I'm here to show you different things so that you get motivated. And for the companies or your teams as well, you can go back and tell them, look, act before you get hacked, right? Many people speak about, oh, this is fine. We have so many user stories. Well, you need to have hacker stories, not just user stories. So speak about who can be that person. It can be a rogue insider within the company itself. That person leaves the company and maybe the manager hates that person and manager fired that person and that person is holding a grudge, which is one of the reasons for hacking itself. So now without further ado, let's get to our first exercise, all right? Well, slides, of course, we can do that. But what's fun when there are only slides, correct? Can I get a thumbs up or something? Okay, who are on the video? Cool, perfect. Cool, that's great. Thank you. Thank you very much. So let's go. Let me share my screen. I'm gonna share the whole desktop because I don't want to keep sharing window by window. So here is a super warning, okay? So don't mess with me, all right? No, just kidding. So videos or anything, if you want to take, don't worry. There'll be video as well later, which you can see later. Don't worry about taking a picture as well. Just focus on the talk and the demonstrations, and that will be fantastic. Let's go ahead. So I have been a great liar, a thief. So you saw that in the about section when Ajay was showing you that. So blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about that. We'll go next. Disclaimers. What stays here stays here. Okay. I have actually made it a bit, I think I have actually rolled back to the previous version in terms of demonstrations. Because there are videos as well. And then I don't know, maybe you are trying to hack me. Who knows? There's a hacker within the in this Zoom meet. There's someone who is extracting all the information. So how many of you are programmers, testers, architects? Doesn't matter. Okay, tester, how many? All right, cool. Same here. And architects, automatons, or how many of you have hacking experience, irrespective of whatever you are? You are not any one of this section. Okay, no tester, no architect. It is still fun. Okay. So let's go to the first exercise quickly. Now you are going to see this Altora Mutual, right? This is a test website. Now, when you see this website, what do you think it could be? Banking website, right? So we see this personal, small business, and we have different loan products here. So we are trying to extract the information and understand what is this website and what is in the website which can benefit me as a hacker. So that's how the hackers think. Now we have crackers as well. Now crackers, I think it's like point and click scanners. One is scanners, but hacking is not just scanning, right? And there are different set of hackers who use their brain and think different ways. And they're like money heist people. They want to get something from your application. It could be your user data. It could be the money. It could be just the information, or it could be just to sully your name in the market. Go on Twitter and say, hey, look, this is funny. These people are hacked, right? So that your reputation will go for a toss. So that's why we speak about act before you get hacked as well. So we don't want to get hacked and then say, you know what, let's go to the war room. We don't want wars. We don't want to wait until something bad happens and then we start speaking about that. So let's do it proactively. Now, what I would do here, now I know that there is a login on a banking login. That's a creamy layer for me, okay? Authentication, authorization. You have a session IDs. Now, session IDs can be hacked as well through cross-site scripting. Now we have cross-site request forgery. You have sensitive information disclosure, exception handling, error handling, and SSTI. What does it stand for? Server-side, I think, template injection attack, right? So we have so many. It doesn't end with one or two. So we'll go here. Now we want to go and attack this website. But first, let's try to understand what it's doing. So what I will do is I'll search for my name. All right. And then we go here. So what is it displaying? So it took the query here, and then it says no results were found for the query, Santhosh. Whatever I typed here, it is displayed here, correct? Now, the next step is, as a hacker, I have some tricks to know where the attacks could be. So what I will do here is I'll give this, and then now say Santhosh. Let's see what happens. Because if I say hacked, then that's not the right way to hack it, right? Because people will get to know, oh, there is someone who is searching for hacked. Probably it's a malicious hacker or a potential hacker. So what I do as an intelligent hacker is give something like this, because this is a banking one. So I will just say personal loan. If the bank calls me tomorrow, I'm going to say, hey, I was just searching for personal loan and there was a typo of that character. Okay, so that's a way how I safeguard myself. I don't see people doing it, and some people just go there and say, I want to hack this. That's not a good way. You don't show the locker and say, with a label on top of your locker saying gold is inside or diamonds are inside or any precious items are inside. We don't want to do that. So I go and enter personal loan, then click on go buttons, which is submit button. Let's see what happens. What happened here? Why am I not seeing those characters here? Before I saw Santhosh here, but then I entered this now, let's say. It doesn't show anything if I click on go. What's happening? But if I just say Santhosh, it displays. But what happens when I do this? Now that gives me an idea that probably there is a HTML injection or a content injection attack. So let's try giving it a good one. Let's confirm if there is a HTML injection tag saying, I want to display with H1 tag. Okay. So if I enter, and you can try it on your computers because this is a test website. I'll click on go button. Look at that, what happened there. This one is an H1 header 1, H1 to H6 are the tags in HTML. So this is displaying in H1 tag. So that speaks about there is a HTML injection attack, or the application is vulnerable to the content injection attack. Now I can do many things here. So what then to show to the company, I don't want to just print Santhosh here. I want to do something because the developers will say, "Ah, you are just printing your name. What's wrong with? I mean, what's wrong with that? It's so beautiful in a big font, right?" So that's what people would say. So now what I would do is image source tag. So what I want to display is the same image. I want to see if it renders on the web page. Copy image address. And then go here, paste that. Wow. So even image tag is getting executed. Now the developer says, you know what? That's a logo of our own website. It's okay. It's cool. But then what I do is evil images, okay, or hacker or something. You can do anything. So what I do is take this and go here, or you can get anything to show that you can even add porn images there. And then you are like, oh, what? Banking website showing a porn image there? That's real bad. So I think that I use that as a bug advocacy as well. If I see certain things like this, I upload some image which is not really good for the developer, and developer says, oh, we need to fix that. So what I'll do is copy image address from somewhere, and we go to Altoro Mutual, our test website. So what I'll do here is go, and the source, what I'm going to add here is that link. Damn, I could load the whole image on this website. So there's no content security policy or something. It's like very open. Anyone can walk in because this image is from a different domain, different website. So we need to have a kind of whitelisting so that we say, we don't want any other resources from any website apart from altoromutual.com. So that way you do the content security policy, that's a header value, where you say image source, self. Self is, I want all the images to be loaded only from Altoro Mutual because we are testing this website now. We want that. Now that's one, but this one, right? People will say, you know what? That's so cool. We can upload the images. So what can be problem here? Well, I can load a heavy file size here. I will load it on my server and I will link that here using an image source tag here. Now that can bring down, probably not bring down, but it can make your server go cranky, right? That's one. And the next one, what I want to show you is much better bug advocacy here to really have that a feeling in the developers or even the companies or the stakeholders. So let's see this. Just, where is that? Okay, let me get this thing, content.js. We are in Altoro Mutual payload. Now this one I want to execute, this code, because I understand that it executes the HTML code. There's a bug, but now I see this as a bug advocacy to make my developers really feel like, oh, this is really a bug, and we have to fix this as though someone is breathing down our neck, right? So what I do is I copy this, and then look at what happens now. We loaded image, but look at this code, which I have crafted, and then click on go. Wow. This is interesting. Can you see this here? Username, password. But now what next? So what I will do is, let's say Ajay is one of the customer of this bank, and Seema is also one of the bank account holder. So what I'm going to do here is take this, because you see that here, there's a piece of code here, whatever I entered here, because that's a GET request. So they're using GET request, and the same whatever payload I gave here, it went here. Payload is a test data, okay? In security, you call payload. In testing, you call test data. It doesn't matter what you call. I can call anything, but we need to know what it's doing. So this URL, I'm going to copy, okay? And then go to our tiny URL, right? Because we don't want to send that long URL and people will feel like, what the hell is this? It looks fishy. So I'm going to go here, tiny URL or any URL shortening sites. I'm going to paste that long URL. And then I just say secure login, okay? So that a person feels like, oh, /secure login is the URL. Oh, it's not available. That's okay. I'll just give a double L. That doesn't matter. Or else I'll just say powerful secure login. And the person feels like, wow, this bank is so good. I'll go here, shorten URL. That's cool. We got this URL. I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to find the user's email addresses. It's very easy. I'm going to show it to you later how to get the access to the email address of specific company or a bank or anyone. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft an email saying, all right, I'm going to do it here. Hello, Ajay. Okay. We wanted to inform you that your bank account login is going to expire soon. To keep it alive or whatever, you can just word it in a professional way to keep it alive and don't make the typos, okay? And typos are to turn off for people and they see, oh, this email doesn't look like a genuine email, all right? To keep it alive, please log in here, okay? And then team Ultra Mutual security team, okay? So this is a hacker doing it, writing this email. Now, once I do that, what happens, I'm going to send this email and the person is going to click on this because they're like, okay, I want to keep my account because I need to use my debit card today. So what they will do is they're going to click on the email and you can use the email spoofing. I can just say security@altoromutual.com because most of the people don't check for the email headers. They don't. And they'll just go ahead and click, oh, this is from the bank. But when you check your email headers, you can do it in Gmail or any other emails as well. So you get those flags. What is the DNS? Where is it coming from? Is it a fake one or it's coming from the Auto Mutual? What do I need to do? But most users, they don't know about it because they are users, right? Most of them, they won't. So what I do here is I take the URL, they click on that, enter, or it comes here. And don't worry about this. We can use a JavaScript here as well in the URL. It will take some time where you replace search results with something else saying login here. It changes. You can play around with that. So when a person enters here and then clicks on submit, attack has happened already because I'm using a post request which comes to my server as a hacker and I'm getting your login. And Ajay is thinking that, oh, I'm logging in from my credentials, but Santhosh Tuppad is receiving the credentials, right? So this can be all these things. And what is the mitigation for this? Input encoding. What do you encode? Whenever you use these bracket symbols, it comes as ampersand LT semicolon or ampersand GT semicolon, HTML equivalent. That we can do. So, okay, 15 seconds to check. How did you feel? Show thumbs up if this was good, rather than checking at the end of the day. All right, cool. Okay, so that's cool. That's okay. Now let's go. And I'm going to show you something about U-test. Okay, how many of you know U-test? Or applause? All right, cool. So what's happening? I'll show you this one. This was a demo. I hacked into the admin panel of this. Okay. And now I'm going to tell you how. And it's more about thinking rather than just saying, okay, I know how to do the OWASP top 10 attacks. If you run the scanners, it doesn't reveal these kind of things because you need to do social engineering. You need to extract information. and all these things. So let's go here. So I'm going to show this. That's my email address, and I'm going to enter my password. And this is my password and the UTest account holder as a tester. That's it. And I have logged into my account. And what I want to do now is change password. I'm going to change password. You will know in the end why I'm doing that. Perfect. So I just enter some password here. Dummy password for myself. And then repeat that. And open the developer tools. That's a Firefox developer tools, what I'm opening there. Go to the tools, developer tools, and then go to the network tab. In the network tab, it shows you whatever requests are being loaded, get request, put request, and everything. So I go to put request because when I click on a submit, it's a put. And then I want to inspect that element. Inspect that request. And I want to look into the request body. Now here, there's an ID, all right? There's an ID, which is very interesting to me. When you show the ID, now this ID belongs to Peter Shi. Now who is Peter? We'll know later. And how did I get that ID, right? We'll speak in the end. So now what I do is I replace that ID with his ID. Now, I'm not sure whether this will work or not. So I'm replacing here. And then to be on a safer side, what I'm doing here is I'm replacing with his email address. And how do I get his email address? Well, he was a community manager, right? So he keeps sending emails to all the U-testers accounts. So I get this. Now it says 500. Now the beautiful thing about 500 is it doesn't mean that it did not work, okay? Some things work, some things did not work. So now I'm confirming by entering his email address, peters@utest.com, and then the password which I set by replacing the ID and his email address. I click on sign in, and that's beautiful. Now this screen is telling me that this guy has a different role or access. Now you have to be careful how you show the screens as well. Now that was my first level of happiness when I saw the screen. Peter is an admin. I got to know. Now, don't worry about this one because when I was recording the video, there was a typo. That's why it says wrong credentials. Okay. I did not edit the video. And now I enter the password, which I set for Peter. I hope it works. Now look at what screen it loads up. Look at the URL here. That was my second level of happiness. Okay. The URL changed and I was happy. And this was my final level of or final happiness. Okay. So I can go to payments as well. I can send payments to anyone probably. So if you're a good friend to me, I can send the payments. If you're a bad friend to me, I'll still send to you. Don't worry about that. Okay. So this one was it looks very simple because when you see how it's done, it looks very simple, right? But to think about that, that's different. So I'll keep playing this. And while you're watching the screen, I'm going to tell you, how did I get Peter's ID? Right? How did I get exactly his ID? Not everyone's. I could have brute force by saying 0001 to 12345 automated, but I would change password for everyone. That's like a big risk for the company. And being a white hat hacker, I wanted to directly attack only Peter's ID and show it as a proof of concept to him. What I did was, how did I get his ID is by going to his profile, because UTest was very happy, or Applause was very happy to release a new update to their platform, which is social networking. I went to Peter's ID, right click on his image, inspect element, and the tag had his ID. So that's how I got his ID and replaced the whole thing. And that's how I could get that. And I reported this to the UTest and they fixed it. Only after that, I'm using this video as a responsible disclosure. Okay. Do not do irresponsible disclosure before fixing it. do not go ahead and say, hey, look, I hacked U-Test or Applause or any application, google.com or Microsoft, whatever. That's irresponsible. So be careful, do your due diligence and know your local laws as well. So I'm interested in Keith. How was this?
That was way better.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for the feedback. That's good. I hope people are. So, what do we do next? All right. Let's take a break of 1 minute. Okay. Let's cool down a bit. Okay. For people to follow up because even I need to breathe and I have a throat pain as well. Okay. Cool. So, now let's go to I want to show you something much more interesting. Just a moment. So let's say we are on
So,
example.com. Yeah.
Santosh, do we continue recording or we stop or?
Oh, we'll just do that and maybe we can cut it later or we
Sure.
can edit it. Thank you. Thank you for checking. Okay. So here, so Amazon, let it load. Now let's say, let's go to, okay, I don't want this. I want to sign out or let's go to Flipkart. It's fine. Or any website. So we are here. So when a person enters this or username or password, but these are the live websites, right? Dangerous ones. So the first lesson on or second or the multiple lessons we have, don't test it on any other production websites unless it's a test website or it was staging website. Okay. So we are closing these things. We are coming here. And then let's go to login account. So that's a juice shop, which is a test website. So we're going to more tools. Let me not do that. Wait, sorry. Example@example.com. And there's a password, which is like blah, 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 whatever I'm entering here. Now, what happens is most of the users think that, oh, you know what? I clicked on login, it logged in, I finished my transaction, and I'm happy. But you don't know that you had given your laptop or you had installed a plugin from someone else and you did not even do due diligence of your plugins and how. So let's see this. Chrome extensions, we are here. So let's use the security ninja, right? Let's turn on, it's turned on. That's fine. We'll go, where is that? No, not this one. Where the hell is that? Okay, that's okay. We can go here as well. It's still fine. This is test website.
Control command 6.
Oh, 6.1. So it's here. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Ajay. So we go to developer tools. Now what's happening, most of the people will not know. Okay. I enter A. What the hell happened here? See here? There's a request being sent. Okay. Now whose website is that? That's mine, a hacker's website. So whatever you keep entering here, look at that. The requests are being sent. But how many people keep the developer tools open, right? Always? No. That's why I do not give your personal devices to anyone. Lesson as well. Because this plugin is coming from here. So if I come to you and say, hey, Seema, can you give me your laptop? I just need to do the transaction to one of my friends. He's really in bad shape. Please give it. And I need to show those physiological expressions on my face. It's not like laughing and saying, can you please give it to me? No, you have to show that you are anxious and do that. That's a social engineering now. You get the laptop and it just takes like 30 seconds or 15 seconds, not even, I think it's less than that. You can install this plugin and say, thank you so much. I did the transaction, right? Now what happens then Seema is using her laptop, all the accounts, it's going to the hacker. Whatever keystrokes, it doesn't mean only password. Any keystroke that you do on your computer in your web browser, it goes to me, right? So that's scary now. bank accounts, this account, that account. You cannot disable this because it's a JavaScript. And your antivirus is not going to stop this because that's a JavaScript. Why would antivirus stop JavaScript? Correct? So, and how many lines of code is that? I mean, this is a keylogger. What keylogger is that? JavaScript-based keylogger, browser-based keylogger. We go to our Visual Studio Code. All right. So that one is so much. So I created this plugin that is going to do that. And whatever URL I give here, it sends a post request to that on every keystroke. Now, and how to create the plugins is very easy. Okay, all I have is the JavaScript of this 15 lines, and you can do anything. Hello world or hello universe, you can do that. And this is a manifest. And what I do is to confuse Seema, not confuse actually, to win the trust of Seema, what I'll do here is test for low-hanging fruits in your web app. So she thinks that it's a security plugin, right? So if we say, I want to hack you, then she's not going to install it. She's like, oh, something is fishy, uninstall, right? So mix of social engineering and the skills of you. So I use JavaScript here, social engineering skills, and what else? And just understand how to get the plugin working. You can get this manifest.json file. Now I'm using a wildcard, but if I don't want to use wildcard, I'll just say example.com. It's going to work only on that. So I'm going to comment this or just remove that line and then save it and reload. So you create a plugin and then boom. So you get everything to your computers. So who says distance is bad? You can sit anywhere and you can keep getting all the requests to your server logs, your domain, and you're hacking people. So, Keith, I'm just checking with you again. How was this?
That was good. I've used things like CodeMonkey to do weird things in the browsers before.
Cool, awesome, thank you. All right. So, if you were talking, because we are running out of time and we'll speak more as well. But if Ajay stops me, I'm going to stop. Okay. He's not still stopping me. For the codes, right? For the tools, osintframework.com. There are many things. What does OSINT mean? Open source intelligence. So I don't want to give you one tool or two tools. Just go to the mind map and keep exploring and see what everything gives you. It's not one tool. Or what tool do you use? Come on. There's so many. There's so many. And if I go to packet storm security as well, you have a lot of files like payloads and what kind of test data you want to use, exploit files and everything. And main thing is, I want you to start learning with OWASP, starting with OWASP here. And before it was called as Open Web Application Security Project. Now it's called Open Worldwide Application Security Project because it's not just about web here. They are speaking about Internet of Things or Internet of Everything or web apps or your mobile apps or anything. So that's really amazing. And much more amazing are the cheat sheets. So you can go to the cheat sheets, just search with cheat sheets OWASP, and you can go to any cheat sheets here. I have one of my cheat sheets here, which is, what is that? CSS, right? Cascading style sheet. So how do you secure your cascading style sheets? Many people think, oh, it's just a CSS file. What can you hack with that, right? So you can do many things because you are using these kind of selectors and with the global styling. If you are using a global style.css, right click, view source and go to your client side code and search for .css and analyze all your CSS files. The reason is if I'm on the login page for the user and that also says add new admin and I'm like, oh, administrator can log in from the same form. The role access is different. That's all. Role-based access. I can use the same form to attack even the admin and I can gain access. And just because they are using this one. Delete users, add new admin. Why are you showing that in the global styling? Because you're giving a lot of information to the hackers. Hey, look, Admin is here. Okay, you can try hacking me. So don't invite them, correct? So there are more things and there are different risks, how to defend them. What I'm doing here is instead of saying this one, don't say this, okay? Administrator styling. Don't say gold is here. Don't do all such things. So what you can do is obfuscate. Obfuscate. Oh yeah, it's here. So you can obfuscate admin selector name as WXY, ABC, something. So people don't, I mean, they don't get to know what the hell it means. So you have a mapping on your application. If someone is, if it means that XYZ, WA1, it just means the admin. So you have a layers of CSS. Then that's how you can obfuscate and not secure, it's not really securing, but you can secure in different layers. Okay, so that's about the securing this thing, and you can do all this thing. And much better than that thing, this thing, right, is for the starters in security testing. Go and search for ASVS 4.1 if you know about this. How many of you know about this? ASVS kit? No? Okay, this is beautiful for starting. And if you're thinking that, oh, you know what, we don't know, we are not a security testers, just go to application security verification standard here. Now, this is beautiful documentation where you get the tests here, and people can just start by thinking and reading a one-liner. So if you go here, it's a beautiful one. You can kickstart from here. If you have a doubt, then take those keywords, go on YouTube or any source, and then learn more about it. So here, look at that. If I keep scrolling, these are tests. If you are having a forgot password, these are tests here. If you are doing authentication, how you need to do authentication. So all these are your, what do you call, test ideas or test cases here to start off with this. And it says, okay, verify the definition of all the documentation of all application components in terms of the business or security functions they provide. But if I go and search one-time password, I guess, all right, one-time verifier, forgot password. All right, cool. Wow, my application has forgot password. Let's click on that. And what the hell is happening? It's not clicking. Wait, sorry. All right, come on. So you also have the cheat sheets here. Oh, there's more information, but also you have the test cases for many things. So this is a good document to start off with. If you think that I'm not a security tester, but I want to be one, start from here, OWASP. Don't go out of OWASP at the start, okay? Then if you don't understand something, take something Unicode characters. Okay, I'll go on YouTube and learn about them, or any documentation, or any RFC documentation. And I encourage you to read this RFCs, okay? I mean, I have been asking this for many years. What's the maximum length of the email address based on the RFC? And I always get different answers. Now, requests for comments and this World Wide Web organization, right? They have the documentation for RFCs, for the email length, and they are the laws of the web. You need to consider those, not the requirement documents always, okay? You need to respect the web laws and then go to your requirement. Or else you are discriminating people by adding a max length for the text field, saying max length equals to 50 characters for the email field. Well, I have 100 characters email address. So you are basically discriminating me, even though the laws allow. Your application is restricting me, saying that only 50 characters. That's bad. That's like it's a discrimination for the users. So you can go and read the documentation here as well. So, but if you have time, I would love to show you something. What do you say?
So I think we'll take one question before that,
Sure.
and then maybe take more questions and examples, one-on-one sessions on Slack if
Okay, that's
people
cool. Yeah. That should be good.
Because I know for sure that this can go on for
For days.
hours.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. So
Everyone, any questions, feel free to unmute and ask Santhosh. What he has shared is literally gold. I'm going to go through ASVS this weekend for sure.
Thank you. So if no one has a question, I'll still go ahead with this exercise. If you want, you can say. If somebody wants no, please tell me. Okay, don't scold me. Don't kick me, please. Or okay, what's?
It's really new to me, and it's really interesting.
Thank you very much. Sure. Thank you so much. And if you need more information, I can share even the presentation as well, which is like 50 slides. And these slides are not just slides. They have been prepared. Okay, what is important? And it's just not like copying and pasting from something so that I have bigger slides. So I use it for my workshop, and I would love to give for free to everyone, whoever needs it. Yeah. Sure, Seema.
I had a question.
Perfect. Hello there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. A
Okay.
very valid question. Okay, I've been doing a lot of shopping on websites, and I think I've got hacked, or I don't know what it is.
Okay.
So the original seller's website, it looks very original to me, but when I contacted them that I've still not received anything, they said, we don't have a login page. We don't have a username and password. But whereas I can still log in and check where it is.
Okay. Okay.
I have no clue. How do I differentiate from a original seller's website to is it real or not?
Don't use Starbucks or any cafe's Wi-Fi. One.
Okay.
If you're there, so even though you type Amazon.com, it can redirect to some other page, because that's how they are spoofing. Because the router or the internal network of Starbucks. So you can use different things like hack5shop.com, different things, and they are hacking the router. You are getting a Wi-Fi pineapple. People can get your keystrokes as well. So I think that's a DNS spoofing. Okay. So what they're doing is you enter Amazon, but it gets into the DNS tables and redirects to the hacker's website. And you think that the UI looks same. I'm just saying the one of the options. Okay. That could be one of the things. So when you use that, you feel that, oh, this is the bank, this is the e-commerce website, but it's not actually that one, because the UI is only that website, and UI can be done easily. Okay, you just go to the client-side code view source and copy everything, paste it, and get something, and hack that internal network of why am I marketing Starbucks? Sorry, or any website or any cafe. Okay. So you can go there and do that. That's one. And then what did it do after you got hacked? Did you take any measures in terms of reinstalling the whole operating system or antivirus or something?
Yeah, I've removed everything and
Perfect. That's a good thing.
cleared all the cache and
That's
history.
cool. That's cool. And some cases, what I would do is I would just destroy that computer, but don't do that. Okay. Why I would do that is sometimes in different operating systems, for instance, in Android, you can install an app. If you give your Android phone to someone else, they will install the .apk file, not from the Play Store. Okay. They will go to their email and just install. It installs in the kernel, below the kernel. So even when you reinstall your Android operating system, you feel like, oh, wow, no one can track me now. But actually that hacker had installed below that level. You're only going on the top. You're reinstalling here. So you have to be careful. I think there are many ways how they can get it. Keyloggers is one. And they can install the keylogger where your machine cannot detect it as well. And did you see, okay, when you were typing, you were just saying, okay, but they said they don't have login, right? Correct?
No, they don't have.
All right. I think it looks like a DNS spoofing. Looks like that at the first impression. So where you got the login screen, right? And somebody sent you, when you wanted to go to London, somebody sent you to Madrid. And you were seeing that the board was saying, okay, you're going to London. but you went to Madrid actually, and Madrid hacked you. Oh,
Right.
Madrid is a great place. Okay, nothing against Madrid. All right, so that can happen. I think there are many things. If we think about that more information, and we can investigate better. So that's two of the things how they can really get, or two or three. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. That was a good one. I would like to have a call with you to investigate about that. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Any next question?
Thank you. Thank you, Santhosh. And yeah, we'll redirect the flood of questions towards Slack so that we can actually deep dive into the questions and not rush.
Right.
That is also urgency. A sense of urgency is also one of the key factors before you get hacked. Hackers will make you feel like, oh, you have just 10 seconds, OTP is expiring. Can you please send it? And then you will just send it and then realize, why did I even send the OTP? Right.
Exactly. So I usually see these emotions, 6 wheel of emotions. And what kind of emotions? Not just happy and sad. There are many.
Right.
So you can derive tests from these as well. Yeah. Cool.
So thank you very much, Santhosh, and thank you everyone for joining us. Please do stay tuned to July 28th. We have our next event, which is a battle between the tool vendors. I've not told them that yet. I've just told about, hey, let's talk about your own tools. But then it is going to be, let's see, it is going to be super interesting. Same time, 9:30 p.m. IST, 12 p.m. EDT on the 28th, a week from now. And a round of applause to Santhosh Tuppad for sharing his expertise, knowledge, and with practical examples. I'm now a little afraid and also a little feeling a bit secure that, oh, at least I'll not do some simple mistakes. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all.
And maybe we can take a group photo.
Yeah, sure.
If we can stop sharing screen and then maybe switch on video, whoever can.
I've done on the video. I think I need to stop the sharing, right?
Sharing the
And
screen. Yes.
stop share.
Okay, we are all good. We'll take a photo in 7 seconds.
If it
7,
is good, show this way, okay?
6,
It's bad. It's okay to see
5,
this.
4, 3. Who will take the screenshot? If everyone's 3, 2, 1.5. Look at the screen. Look at the camera. 1. There you go. Thank you very much. See you again. Have a great day. Yeah, have a great day. Bye-bye.